Yeah, pay attention.
Oh, you just noticed that is not true. It just bailed on us just now. Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Only because that's the interaction, right? So that I'm looking at you. Instead, it's like I'm observing you.
So I have to do that.
Yes, because then you're looking at me. Exactly. Because otherwise, it's weird. It's like I'm talking at you instead of with you.
Well, don't look at my eyeballs.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's on now. Okay, there's people. Okay.
Has it been streaming this whole time, or did you just go live again?
No, it's been streaming this whole time. All the mistakes.
Great.
Vincent Blanda is watching us, who's always comments on our stuff. What's up, Vincent? I know Vincent's been waiting a really long time for us to finally live stream. So
he's been waiting 52 years.
52 years for this.
Since he was a child.
So,
well, then that's good. We're able now to finally fulfill his dreams.
This is now, Vincent, not like Spaceballs.
This, yeah, exactly. Oh man,
Eric is in the actual attic, freezing his balls off.
That's true.
As you could tell, because I think it went down to probably 39 or 40 tonight.
It's in the 30s. I had to check the weather because I'm supposed to make a run for topsoil tomorrow, or for garden soil tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain.
Yeah, for like the next 5 days or something.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of shitty, which puts me behind on my garden schedule. But I did do planting today.
That's good.
I planted, what did I plant? I don't know, 50 or 60 onions and a bunch of radishes.
Jeez. You're like the gourds. In
Gourds, huh?
Tizify's on. He said, "What's up, Tizify?" Tiz. He's says it was raining earlier in Florida. He's in Florida.
It was raining coronavirus.
I think Tizify would eventually, obviously you're not going to be able to get to him tonight, but eventually would like to see your Star Wars action figures that you got.
Yeah, we'll do that at some point.
Yeah.
I think didn't we at one time try to film an episode on that, but we just did like a crap job or something?
Yeah, we showed them off one by one. We just held them like we were like, and this one, and we didn't take them out of the bag.
Yeah, plus they're in little bags, so it doesn't look so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it at some point. They're actually like directly behind me right now. So.
Yeah, and they're in that big box behind us, so we'll get that out eventually.
Yeah, I have to disassemble shit to get to it.
Oh, it's already started.
It's the death throes are coming. Death throes are coming.
Vin wants to know how we're doing, and he's gonna do Vincent's gonna do a sun dance and pray for your arugula.
Nice. That's what I need. I need good sun and rain. I do need rain now, since I don't have flowing water in the backyard right now.
I feel terrible about that.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing you can do. I think I who knows? Maybe I'll wing it. All I need, right, is I need that thing to cut the pipe. I need the pipe cutter, and I need a snake bite connector.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, and I need something to pop the existing snake bite off, right?
You have that.
Okay.
But you don't have the cutter, which sucks, because I should have just left it at your house for you, because it's not like I'm using it, and you would have been able to get it done real quick.
Yeah, but it's yours. It's your deal. So what do we have? Amazing plans.
I don't know.
Right?
Did you plan anything?
No. Why the hell would I plan anything?
I was watching anime. I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures with my daughter.
Oh, you got to stop doing that.
She likes that stuff.
Yeah, no, you can't be spending time with your kids, especially once they get to a certain age. You need to
just shove them out.
Shove them out into I'd say around 11 or 12. They're ready. They're like fully ripened, ready to be given to the world.
Just shove them out.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, just out. At least that's my advice.
Maybe I'll start that tomorrow.
I mean, I've raised 6 kids.
Six.
No.
Well,
6 kids.
you have 6 kids. You raised 5 kids.
Yes, yeah. And they all, as far as I'm aware, I think probably turned out great, as to the best of my knowledge. I mean, I've not gotten any letters in the mail or court summonses for appearances or anything like that, so I'm assuming that they all turned out fine. So it worked for me, it can work for you.
That's true. Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah. Look at you having your nice cool beverage while I'm in here also having a cool beverage, but it's not supposed to be a cool beverage.
I was gonna say it's kind of it's funny you being in there because I can feel how cold it is.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know that weird that feeling. I still think at some point maybe you should transfer downstairs if this keeps going.
The weather will turn soon enough.
I guess so.
I thought about taking the laptop into the library area so I could.
Yeah, that would actually be cool if you. I think you should do that.
Yeah, but then I have to rely on my Wi-Fi, like cutting through, because it's on the complete opposite diagonal corner of the house from the router. So, I don't know if that would impact. Maybe we'll have to test it one night to see if my streaming sucks from over there or not.
Yeah, it'd be worth trying. Maybe even at the end of the night or something. And if you cut out, you cut out.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I just wanted to say, Jackson Crumb is on. What's up, Jackson? He said, what are you guys doing? And our answer is, we have no idea what we're doing.
We're not sure. This is testing, right?
Yeah, we're testing this out to see if it works, and it seems like it does. We're hoping that you guys can hear us well, both of us, and see it and everything like that. So let us know if it's all working great and everything.
Well, don't let us know if it's working great, because it won't be great. Just let us know if it's working adequately.
Fair enough. So
I wonder.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I was saying last night I can hear myself on your side. I wonder if other people are hearing that same echo, and if they're hearing it both ways.
Yeah, I'm curious to know. Nobody has said anything.
Oh, see, I knew it was going to happen. Nobody even cares. So, all right. So, here's what you can do for the people who actually are tuning in and stuff. What do we have in the queue? What's coming up as far as stuff that we filmed? Because I can't actually remember.
Okay, we have, aside from doing these and doing this like we were saying, try to do them, a good amount of times a week. We still have the cartoon, the Herculoids episode.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which is pretty funny actually. That was a fun one to do. And we also have the 80s movies talk about Beastmaster and...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. I could have sworn that one was live already.
No, those two aren't. I just... You know what it is? Because I send them to you, so you...
No, yeah, I know. I doesn't always click with me, when they're going live.
Yeah, the newest one, which was yesterday or the day before, was the telephone... The one where we're talking about the telephones, the old... And the Star Wars record.
Yeah, the old school telephone stuff. Which somebody, I think in the comments, said what they were calling that model phone. I can't remember what the hell they said. Not Slimline or something.
Oh, someone said, I think it was Slimline, they said.
Maybe that is what it is. Because I remember when they first came out and it was like, look at these modern science fiction style phones. They're sleek. It was
so fancy. Like a spaceship.
Because before we would have those stupid, the big old fashioned.
Right, yeah.
That were, I don't know. I kind of like those though, because those big old fashioned ones are you can get a good grip if you're mad and you want to smash the phone down.
Oh yeah, you can hang up with them good.
Yeah, exactly.
Vincent said that he hears a reverb on your end.
On my end.
Yeah, he said I hear a reverb on Eric.
So that's either the echo with you. I'm bringing the mic a little closer to me.
Okay. And Fire Tiger, what it says? What's up, Fire Tiger? He said, "Go to the blue hole." Wait, what? What does that mean?
Go to the blue hole.
Go to the blue hole. Is that like an insult or something? Is this a reference? Is this a movie reference we're missing?
Is it a reference to the Blue Waffle?
Oh God, I hope not.
Yeah, don't anybody Google that. Just trust me on that.
um, Vincent likes your Ramones poster in the background.
Oh, thank you. It's I believe it's vintage.
Is it
If I
really?
remember
Huh.
correctly. Yeah. Yeah.
Interessante. You yeah. So we have those cartoon things. We're hoping to soon play a video and watch some Herculoids and stuff like that while we're filming, which would be funny.
We're gonna have to do it before I'm finished with all the originals because I'm still
Yeah,
watching.
yeah. I'd
Like
rather it be fresh.
I don't like super binge on them because I don't think you can binge on something like that. Like it's like a one a night kind of thing. So it's let me get my 9 minute Herculoids fix in, and let me get my 6 minute Space Ghost fix in, and then maybe every other
Just a
night
minute.
I'll rotate some Thundar the Barbarian in there, and then that's it. All is well with the world. Thundar the Barbarian is ridiculous.
I was dying when I was editing it and watching the because I watched the whole because it's so short. I watched it and it was like it's so ridiculous. It's so unbelievable.
It's so funny though because and I did not remember this from when I was a kid at all. Thundar's an idiot. Like they play him as this complete moron.
Oh yeah, he's like a caveman almost. Because when he was in the helicopter, he said, "You watch because you watch me fly or something." Like the way he talked was that caveman talk.
Yeah, a little bit that. I think that's because he was talking his like whatever that thing is the buddy.
Oh yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
always like, I've seen this now in at least 2 or 3 different episodes where they'll roll up on like something bad is happening. Oh look, hey, there's an evil wizard like hassling those people, and Thundar right away is like, Thundar's gonna take care of this, and then the other Thundar don't, and then he jumps into battle, and then the Ariel, the wizard, has to like make sure he doesn't accidentally kill him.
Oh Christ.
He's continuously an idiot, and, like, which is really kind of fascinating. Like, what? Because of course I don't remember that from as a kid,
Right.
But too, like, I love that they presented this as this heroic show for kids, and the hero is an idiot.
It's all just bumbling fools trying to survive any apocalypse or whatever.
I bet you that show would actually get slammed these days by certain corners of the internet because Thundar's an idiot, and then the other guy, like the big hairy dude, is just like
that doesn't talk.
Idiot. Yeah, and then so Ariel, the female wizard, she's like the smart one who's keeping everyone in check. So I'm just saying that there's some corners of the internet who might have a little conniption about
They'd be
that.
okay. They wouldn't be okay with that.
Why are you making the men look bad?
This show is weird. There's what was I was watching something. I was just watching Bugs Bunny on Eric Flex last night. All the Eric lets me watch a bunch of his old stuff off his computer, basically, off an app, and so I tend to just binge stuff while I'm going to sleep, and it's been Bugs Bunny for the past 2 nights.
Yeah, the bug stuff is always fun.
There's a lot of the cartoons on there that I've never seen, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, because at least I remember when I was a kid, the batch that was like in rotation didn't go back as far as like the World War II era and prior.
Right.
I don't remember seeing a lot of those, like the propaganda era ones, and certainly not like the black and white, the very early ones. It was always like that, I guess, probably like 50s, like mid 50s, late 50s, maybe early 60s era that we always saw. I know I got the Tom and Jerry ones on there too, but they're unfortunately it's not broken down into the shorts. They're like these big blocks of like
they just
an hour's worth all at once.
Right.
And I'm not watching an hour of Tom and Jerry.
Are you Tizify wants to know, are we binging? You don't have Disney Plus, do you? You didn't get that.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
He wants to know if you're binging anything on Disney Plus.
I'm not. I'm keeping up with the Clone Wars, the new season of the Clone Wars, and I caught up on a couple of older Disney movies that I hadn't seen in ages that I want to see again, like the Black Cauldron and the Black Hole, and probably a couple other black movies. Um, um,
He said
but
I was gonna say he said he's watching the '90s Spider-Man series.
that's really good. The '90s one is fun. I mean, it's really good. What it is, I mean, but yeah, that's fun stuff. No, and actually, due to the whole Corona situation, I put my account on hold. So
You don't really,
I'll come back.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll come back to when the Marvel shows are out.
And when whatchamacallit comes back on,
What's that?
The Mandalorian.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll definitely be back to the Mandalorian.
You we don't have anything to show off, huh? Because this was so abrupt. This was literally just check. Did I show you I got this thing?
Is that the Predator?
No.
Oh no, I can barely see it. Oh wait. Oh, that's the hell is that guy? I know that guy.
It's a lady.
Oh, from the dark crystals in your. Oh,
It's Algra.
nice. Yeah, but I hate those. What are they? Where they pop something? Pop up? Not pop up.
Yeah, I don't have. I think this is the only one. I think this is. Oh no, and I have. Someone bought me the Bob Ross one for Christmas, but this is the only one I bought for myself ever. But it was Aughra, and it was like a Dark Crystal related one.
Yeah, but anyone who owns one of those is a terrible person.
That might be, that might be true.
That's all I'm saying. Speaking of things that make you a terrible person if you own them, I'll be back.
Oh God, what's up, Jean-Luc? And the Dark Samurai, what's going on, man?
Hello, Dark Samurai. Oh, wait a minute. Ugh. There. I just want to say that the Attic Dwellers endorses Pixel Pals and shoving Pixel Pals into the trash bin of history. They're the worst product ever created, and the company that makes them, PCP Incorporated, that's not quite accurate. Everyone who works there are assholes.
Oh my God.
That's right. We're live now. You can't cut out my comments anymore.
That's
There's
just
nothing you can
that's
do.
just on record now. I used to cut those all the time when he would go crazy on that thing.
See? But now I can actually say that the people who work here are part of the globalist conspiracy to bring the United States down. They're the ones who have unleashed coronavirus on our nation. It's a hoax. It's a hoax, and everybody should go out right now and hug and kiss your neighbors.
Dear God. We're lucky no one watches this other than like a couple people.
That's true, and everyone who's watching it
Is smart.
understands.
Yeah. Tizify said he owns a bit of those pops, so I guess I
I knew it.
say
Terrible human being. terrible human being. One of these days we have to actually smash the Pixel.
you want to smash it instead of giving it away. Like we should just smash it. You know what we should do? We should have you pogo stick on it. Like you have to. I'll put it in the street and see if you can pogo onto it and smash it with the pogo stick.
I guess that's possible. I don't know how my pogoing skills would be now because I feel like when I completed the pogo challenge, it was I almost had an advantage because I had that low heavy center of gravity that was keeping me centered.
Right.
So
Yeah, you think
But
now
now-
because you lost some weight that you might not even be able to get the pogo down like far enough to.
one bounce and I'm just gonna zip it into some random direction.
We're gonna have to find out. Go right into the
Yeah,
lagoon.
We'll see.
I think a lot of people are looking forward to a pogo stick, a round two, maybe on the boardwalk. Just walk out in the middle of the boardwalk and start pogo sticking.
That would be great. Maybe we should become like those people who walk around with the cameras strapped to them, who are like just basically live streaming their whole life.
There were,
No.
Do you remember the guy that had like a public access show at Seaside? It was like Starfish.
No.
And he would just stroll around Seaside Heights with a camera talking to people. He would use like a brush as a microphone.
I do not remember.
Oh my God. It was so weird.
Well, yeah, and I guess we did. So you watched our local public access channel?
Oh, I loved it. I loved. Come on, doesn't this make sense now that I loved public access TV?
I guess. I mean, I know you loved it, but I kind of figured it was more that like not just not on our an ironic
Right, right,
level,
right.
but I guess I didn't realize that you were actually watching our legitimate local public access.
I used to. I was fascinated by the public access because once I found out that, like, remember it used to just be church stuff and things like that.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I never watched it.
Then one night I stayed up really late. I was at school. I stayed up till like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I realized that there were people making their own videos and putting them on public access. So I'm watching like stuff that you isn't even supposed to. They're cursing. There's nudity because.
Oh, there could be cursing and nudity right now if you want.
Well, I mean, it's a little early, but.
So what was on it? Like what did I miss by not being a part
Oh my!
of this?
There's so much stuff. There was a guy who had apart from Uncle Floyd, because that doesn't count because he was almost like syndicated in New Jersey or whatever his deal was.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, Uncle Floyd doesn't count.
So
I watched Uncle Floyd since I was a
right,
kid.
but I don't count that as I know he's public access, but I don't count. So there was a guy that would walk around Seaside Heights when the Bennies were around, when the tourists were there, and he would just record, he would just interview people, just random nonsense, YouTube style stuff.
For people who don't know, for like the 3 people who are watching right now, Seaside Heights is I got it right, 3 people.
No, it's not 3, it's like 8.
Oh, look at that. But for people who don't know, Seaside Heights MTV show Jersey Shore was usually filmed, was there. That's Seaside Heights. And that was our...
that was like our stomping grounds.
Yeah, that was our teenage boardwalk area. So, yeah, no, I don't remember that guy whatsoever.
He would do stuff, and then there was a lot of, there was a lot like artistic stuff, people just dancing, or... I remember one time I turned it on, and it was a guy with a bunny hat. He was naked. He had a bunny costume thing on his head. He had 2 knives in his hands, and his nipples were taped off with like black electrical tape. And he was
because that would be offensive if they weren't.
Yeah, and he just was dancing like this, just to like there was strobe lights, and he's just doing this for maybe 5 minutes, and then that was it. That was what he.
That's great.
He made that. He sent it into public access, and that's what he got.
Were there any like edgy, brooding metalhead teenagers who would play music?
No, there was never anybody, or at least that I saw. There was never anybody that played music. There was never anybody like a band. There was never anybody that had a band and then they put it on public access.
Right.
I don't know why.
Or even somebody who would not like air guitar to stuff, or like air drum.
Oh yeah, there was lots of that weird stuff.
Yeah. That would be great.
There's lots of drunk people who just were putting. I think a lot of times people were taking videos of their friends and then sending it on their own, and then it would end up on,
I wonder if there was ever. I'm sure somewhere it had to be like somewhere like maybe in Kansas there was. It's the second night in a row I've made a Kansas reference, isn't it? Anyway, like if there was like AMSR public access, where someone was like.
Oh, I'm sure that started on public access. I feel like that was probably going on all the time. People just eating.
Yeah, or maybe they would. What's the other ASMR thing? It's just.
I'm talking. Yeah, tapping on stuff. I wanted to. It went out. Luckily, the sound went out, so we can't hear you.
Good.
I wanted to tell you that
Yeah, your sound seems to cut out when you get close.
Oh, all right. Fire Tiger said the blue hole is where the Jersey Devil lives, which is I don't know how both of us don't know that.
No, wait, hold on.
All right, now here we go. Eric's now you're Fire Tiger. He's about to bring out his. We both grew up in Jersey Devil country, the Pine Barrens. That's where we grew up. So Eric's about to go in his library and grab his probably 13 Jersey Devil history books that he has back there. So I'm curious. I have no memory of the Blue Hole though. I just remember the story of the family and the 13th kid.
The Leeds.
The Leeds, yeah.
The Leeds family. The Blue Hole.
Yeah, look this
See,
up. We need to confirm. Eric, people might not know this, but Eric actually is one of the New Jersey historians. He has kept all the papers about the Jersey Devil for New Jersey for the past 25, 35 years.
That's not actually true.
That's like his job. He gets paid by the state to keep track of Jersey Devil sightings.
Oh, you know what? And this actually reminds me, and I have to track it down now, because I just see in the back of this particular book, Bigfoot is one of the index items, and I forgot that I'm quoted in a book about Bigfoot in New Jersey, and I never bought that book.
Huh.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Tizify wants to know why don't you give us Tizify wants to know what the Jersey Devil story is. Can you give like a brief?
The brief one is that old Mrs. Leeds down on what they point, which I think is it's near Smithville, not Absecon. Anyway,
It's near Egg Harbor and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's a little south of Egg Harbor, and I can't remember the town. It's a small town a little outside of I think Atlantic City, like in the Smithville area. But anyway, Mrs. Leeds.
It's like Brown's Wells.
She lived out in the Pine Barrens, and she had 12 children, and she was pregnant with her 13th children. And as she's giving birth, she's like angry that she's gonna have yet another child, and she curses the kid, and the kid comes out as like this horrible demonic thing and kills her and flies off into the woods. And this was I believe late 19th century, because that's around when the Jersey Devil was like first started, and I believe I think it's 1909 where there was a big week of sightings all throughout the Pine Barrens. But the Blue Hole thing is throwing me because like, oh wait a minute, here we go. I wish my glasses were up here.
And there were sightings in the Pine Barrens for years, and people would say that it looked like all different kinds of things. It had hooves, it had horse's legs, it had bat's wings, it had the head of a horse. It made loud squealing sounds, and people would hear it echoing through the Pine Barrens.
Yeah, it's definitely not consistent. There's a lot of different variations. So first of all, Tizify, the blue hole is a thing. I did not remember that.
Fire Tiger said this.
Oh, Fire Tiger. I'm sorry. So, and I have this book back there. So the passage that I'm about to cite is from another book that I do have back there as well. It's Henry Charlton Beck in More Forgotten Towns of South Jersey adds to this Jersey Devil tall tale tradition with an interesting 1930s story of a place called the Blue Hole, not far from where the Great Egg Harbor River crosses Piney Hollow Road west of Hamilton. According to local tradition, the Blue Hole is bottomless. I do remember
I do remember. Yeah, I remember that.
And the Jersey Devil lurks there waiting to pull in the unwary. In February 1976, the Blue Hole tale was still alive and well. And then I'm not going to read the rest because it's on the next several pages.
So I'm just gonna. So Fire Tiger is justified, and he schooled
Fire Tiger
us.
is correct. And Fire Tiger, if you need evidence of that, then you look for this one, Phantom of the Pines. Though my recommended Jersey Devil book is this one by James McCloy and Ray Miller.
Yeah, that's the classic.
That's the classic.
That's the one that's the one all of us stumble upon in elementary school.
Yeah, this one's good. Pine Barrens Legends and Lore. It's just a lot of like really fun short tales of like weird ass Pine Barrens legends, and then of course ghost towns and other quirky places in the Jersey Pine Barrens. Cool. I need to put some gloves back on.
Oh man, it's getting that cold.
No, I just want to maintain my warmth.
Maintain your warmth, sir.
So there you go. There's our Jersey Devil, our brief Jersey Devil tangent.
It's funny because we take it for granted because of where we grew up, and everybody in New Jersey knows about the Jersey Devil, even if they didn't grow up by us, so it's sort of weird because we kind of say it in passing, but there's everyone that lives outside of New Jersey doesn't really. There's people that don't even know what the Jersey Devil is.
Sure, but every region has
Right.
has their.
But ours is just the coolest.
Oh, ours is definitely the coolest. Yeah, I'm gonna put these away. Why don't you figure out something for us to talk? Ask the folks.
Okay. I'm glad you're all still hanging around with us since we didn't really have anything scheduled for this first one. This was sort of our test run, but it's cool to hang with everybody considering that we're all stuck inside, so this makes it fun. So you guys can throw anything you want at us, any questions you have, or if any suggestions you have, we are opened for anything since this is a free form sort of thing going on. Thanks, Simon. Yes, we are the Pineys. My parents have the proud to be a Piney bumper sticker on the back of their car still. Sort of a pride of the pines.
That's shameful.
Proud to be covered in sap, ticks, and sand for your whole life.
Proud to be a piney from my head down to my hiney.
Frank Castle said Jersey Devil sounds like a comic book story. Someone should make it into a movie. I think someone did make a movie for it, right?
There are several. Yeah, there are several. Of various quality.
Tizify has a question.
Okay.
An interesting question.
Is it interesting?
It is. It's very interesting. He said,
to be honest, there's nothing they can do. If you tell me it's not interesting, they can't do anything. What can they do?
That's true.
Okay.
What is one of the worst horror movies you've ever seen?
I didn't hear the last part, but I could read your lips. What's one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen? We've ever seen?
Yeah, you've ever seen.
Oh, worst. That's tough because I just end up turning them off.
Yeah, you're not a big horror fan in general, right? Like for the most, like horror and
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I like to watch the landmark ones and the classic and stuff. But no, it's more that I don't. I know a lot of people enjoy bad movies just for the sake of them, or they'll deal with a bad movie and watch it all the way through just to finish it. But I'm like, I'll be 20 minutes into a movie and be like, nope, this is not working, and turn it off. So if it's like that bad. But anyway, like the worst one. Let me try and brainstorm, because
the problem is there's a lot of horror movies
that are terrible.
Yeah.
Obviously, the troll movies are bad.
Ah, but they're good though.
Right.
Troll 2.
Oh, there's one that's springing to mind now. I can actually see bits in my head, but I can't remember what the hell it is now.
Is it from the 80s?
Yeah, it's like an 80s, early 90s kind of thing.
Oh man.
I don't think it's. I couldn't pick one of those old school horror movies because that's not fair.
How about The Gate? Do you remember The Gate?
Is that the one with the portal to hell in the basement?
Yeah. Like with the kids, the porthole outside in the dirt, and they're trying to close the gate, and they kill the bad guy at the end with a rocket, with a little like a fake toy rocket ship that goes into the.
Oh no, I don't know that.
Oh man! How about The Stuff?
I don't think I know that one.
How about Pet Sematary?
I haven't seen that one in forever. I don't remember it being terrible. Was it? Oh, you know what? Maximum Overdrive was pretty goofy.
I don't think I'd ever watch that one again.
Yeah, that one was really goofy. Actually, you could probably make a list of just Stephen King adaptations.
Yeah.
Because so many of them are pretty bad.
That is true.
I think I didn't actually see it, but wasn't the remake of Carrie supposed to be pretty bad?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that was terrible.
The original's good.
The Dark Samurai said, "What about the reboot of Evil Dead?"
Didn't see it.
I don't think I saw it either, but I think I didn't because I figured it was just not going to be good. Frank Castle said, "Leprechaun in the Hood."
Oh, yeah. Any one of the Leprechauns is a good choice. Any one of the Leprechauns is a good choice. Yeah, that's a good call.
And Jean-Luc, what did I say?
No, I was going to say later Friday the 13th movies.
Oh yeah, all the late ones.
Mid-period Friday the 13th. I haven't seen like the most recent ones, but like those mid-period ones are just like one. I think maybe once by the time they got to 3 was the 3D one, right?
I think so. There's
3 or 4.
Yeah,
they were bad at that point.
And then there was like Jason Takes Manhattan. I saw that at the theater and it was terrible.
Yeah. But Jason Takes Manhattan didn't take itself seriously, right? It knew that it was goofy.
Yeah, by then it was getting into where Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th both. You remember how Freddy almost became like cool, like he would crack jokes, and it was that phase of the thing.
So you had something from somebody?
Oh, Jean-Luc said the worst ones are the ones that aren't trying too bad.
Yes, Jean-Luc's exactly right. The ones that think they're making a good movie, but they're not. Like the ones that are self-aware can be kind of fun and
right.
goofy. But the ones where they're trying hard to make it a good horror movie and they're just not. Those are bad. I should probably dig out some boxes of DVDs and jog my memory to see what's back.
You should go grab a box of DVDs.
When I said I should, it didn't mean that I was going
to. Vincent said Candyman sucked. I disagree. I liked Candyman actually.
I haven't seen Candyman, but isn't that widely considered like a modern classic?
Yeah, I liked the first one. I think.
Oh no.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't travel through the microphone.
Yeah, I gotta say the worst thing that's happened with this whole outbreak and the shutdown, easily the worst thing, the most horrific part of it. Well, it's twofold. One, making a coronavirus joke every time somebody coughs.
Yeah, of course.
And 2, social distancing jokes.
Mm-hmm.
By far, the most tragic thing to happen in this outbreak are those 2 things.
I agree.
That's never mind.
Don't rant.
I wasn't gonna rant. I was gonna go even more tasteful.
No, don't do that.
But I figured maybe I shouldn't.
Oh my god. I would grab something to look at, but I don't think I have anything sitting around to
Oh, who wants to look at shit? I want to hear the people who are watching give more suggestions of bad horror movies. Jog my memory.
Vincent also said Pumpkinhead was okay.
Yeah, only vague memories. I do remember. I think it was Halloween 3, where there was the Halloween masks, like the children's costumes were.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the third one. I remember that being pretty bad. And I don't think it actually even had anything to do with the Michael Myers story, right?
I don't think so. Halloween movies all blend into one giant thing for me now because I haven't seen them in so long.
I have them all on Plex, don't I? I believe I do.
Yeah, you have them all. Yep.
Okay. See, so now you can watch them for us.
Yay! I'll watch them all so I can report back.
Yeah, exactly. You have time.
Kevin said Eric has a soapbox under the Star Wars box you spent an hour looking for.
A soapbox? A soapbox under... Oh, yeah, I think you're just making fun of my propensity to rant.
Oh. Clever girl.
See?
Jean-Luc doesn't want us to besmirch Jason and all the Jason movies.
Look, I have my Baby Yoda. Remember we showed this before?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody knew this, but that's Eric got a early.
This is like the prototype.
Yeah, that's like the prototype of the new Baby Yoda that's coming out for the Mandalorian. That's the Disney. That's what it's going to look like. So this is exclusive.
What a lot of people don't know is that in the first season of The Mandalorian, when the Baby Yoda was brought in, it wasn't going to be saved. They were actually going to go forward with the experiments and do the full autopsy on it.
And then, then it got popular, so they decided to scratch that.
Yeah, they decided to go in a different direction. Now I have to shove the guts back into this stupid thing.
Dear God.
Frank,
Frank
I don't know what he's.
Frank Castle said Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler. Did you see that?
No, I that was before I decided to respect Adam.
Oh,
Sandler.
here's a good one actually. This is a good one. Very Little Knowledge said House 1 and 2. Do you remember the House movies?
You asked me to get you the first one.
Oh
but
my
it's,
God.
like impossible to find right now.
Really? The first one is if you get the first one, you have to watch it. It's not it's one of those like comedy horrors, but it's not comedy horror. It's not more comedy than horror.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's sort of scary. When I was a kid, I loved it as a kid because it was kind of scary. It's The Greatest American Hero is the main character. Bull from Night Court is in it, and so is Norm from Cheers.
Does The Greatest American Hero have his big?
It's like a little bit tamer, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's not as yellow.
I don't know if I could watch them without that.
John Luke said that House 1 is streaming on Amazon Prime.
Oh, well, there you go. Now you can watch it.
Well,
like you specifically.
Yeah. I'll wait.
If you're that desperate.
I'll wait.
You absolutely have to see it.
You need to watch House 2 because there's like a cowboy. There's like a cowboy caterpillar in it, if I remember correctly.
I think more importantly, I think what we need to do is try and see if we start a rumor that that the House movies are the prequels to the House TV show.
That would be interesting.
And then maybe see if we can get people to watch them. I don't
know if that'll work or not.
Probably not.
How about Fire Tiger said The Lawnmower Man? Do you remember that movie?
Oh, that's a pretty good choice too, because that was like they thought they were being cutting edge.
Yeah.
VR, computer generated images. It was pretty tacky.
That was the poster was. I always hated the poster for that movie.
Just went silent.
That's it. Oh, you can't hear me?
No, you're back. It was just for a moment. You weren't saying anything important anyway.
No, not usually. I just fill. I'm filler. I'm here to fill.
Yeah, understandable. Understandable. So we should map out. We should actually have some ideas for things to actually record. Mm-hmm. Unless we're just gonna during this whole quarantine, just rather than record formal episodes, just fly by the seat of our pants live all the time instead.
I guess we'll figure out. I mean, we'll figure out what's. Let's be honest. Let's figure out what's most fun for us.
That's true. Look. This is what we do. We do exactly what we're doing now, and then you, on your time to when you want to kill time, you could take whatever we've done and make it into an episode if you want.
Right.
Though I suppose the people who are watching now, why would they want to watch that if they've already watched this?
Right. I think we should just I think we should just do what we feel like.
Remember this?
Oh my God, that almost killed you last night.
Well, I mean, remember walking around with these things like that. That's how you listen to music?
Do you remember the movie Bad Boys with Sean Penn?
Yes.
Remember the guy's holding it's pretty much that exact one. It blows up in his head.
Is that why you got that model?
Yes.
Because you were a big Sean Penn fan?
Yeah. No, yeah, it was exactly.
I understand.
I tried to get him to sign it for me, but he hit me.
That sounds about right. That's about right.
He tied me up and hit me.
He's a peaceful man now.
Yeah. Kevin wants to know if there's an idea, he said, but either if we still have VHS collections to show off. I know you have that
a player or the tapes?
The tapes. Either.
Yeah, I have 2 boxes of them, right? Yeah. Actually, 3. Never mind. I have 3 boxes. Why do I have 3? Yeah, you know what? Those are within reach. I can grab those. Hold on.
Okay.
let's see what kind of VHS tapes I have on hand. It'll actually be enlightening for me because I don't actually know what's in those boxes.
So that means this is the Eric's mystery box moment.
Yeah.
We were going to be going into the mystery box, which we tend to do. The attic is filled with boxes of mysteries that we often go, when we go to film, we just find the box. He's got to go the long way around. He had a lot of, well, actually, I'm not even going to say, because I don't want to ruin the surprise of the mystery box. And I want to thank everybody again for sticking around. It's fun to have everybody on. I see you, Owen. I see our weird neighbor Owen Neal is on right now. I won't tell your boss. I don't know why you're working. I thought you were supposed to be home across the street. You should be home, Owen. Yeah, John Luke, yep. Eric has his own exclusive section of the attic that's exclusively Robin Hood. Exclusively Robin Hood paraphernalia.
Don't be telling people things like that.
Huge fan he is.
Okay, I'm bringing the VHS.
Oh God, if he falls on the way back over here. Here we go. Okay. Eric's mystery box.
I'm actually leaving the third box back there because we could probably actually do an episode on it one time. That's the box of the stuff that you know.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna take you off of what I'm seeing so I can actually see whether or not I'm...
You do what you got to do.
Whether or not I'm showing people things properly. Okay, so VHS tape. This one's rad. Look, it's a 2-video set of Fantastic Four cartoons from the 60s.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
So that's awesome. Meet Dr. Doom and the Olympics of Space.
You
gotta love that. Who doesn't love that? This is cool, I think. Actually, this is legit cool. I think there's some nerds out there who will enjoy this. This is the full original Record of Lodoss War anime.
I don't think I ever heard of that.
Really?
No. I don't watch anime other than, like I said, if my daughter's making me watch something or...
You should check out the Record of Lodoss War. It's on my Plex server, so you can watch it there. It's basically like the Japanese giving you a D&D campaign. It's like a...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Huh.
It's actually really good. Here we go. This is Lame. The widescreen collector's edition of episode 1. Okay, here's one that maybe like some ardent fans of British music might remember. If anyone remembers Ned's Atomic Dustbin, so that's their home video. Nothing is cool.
I think. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
U2's Rattle and Hum, and Under a Blood Red Sky. Oh, and The Unforgettable Fire.
You just did you wait? Time out. Slow down. Did you purchase these back in the day? Did you purchase these?
Yes.
So you were watching these on MTV and you ran out and got them on VHS.
No. These aren't music videos. These are full-length film videos.
Oh, those. Okay, so that's like the Rattle and Hum that video, the long.
Right. This is a concert video. This
is
the Unforgettable Fire album, and that's the movie.
I see.
So then
that makes more sense now.
Faith No More's You Fat Bastards. This is live at the Brixton Academy. This is actually an awesome concert. REM's This Film Is On. This one's actually pretty cool. Radiohead, Meeting People Is Easy.
Oh, that's
on VHS.
I like that.
Here we go. Here's another good one. The Submariner with X-Men and Thor.
Can you hold that closer? I want to see the... Jesus. Wow. Look at that Widow's Peak.
And here we go. This is my Star Wars trilogy set.
Look at that. Wow.
You could see it's beat to hell because this is the one I watched endlessly for when I was a youngin' or semi-youngin'. Oh wait, is there like a fold-out Oh, look at
Oh, Shantae.
Whoa.
Look at that. That's a hell of a design.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
You can't get shit like this anymore.
No.
I mean, these days with the streaming. Oh, old man rant. All right, let's see what else we got here. Here we go. This is the exciting stuff. Oh, who doesn't love this? From the studio that brought you Shrek, Spirit.
Oh my! What? What do you? I guess the child watched that back in the day.
Look at that guy. I mean,
wow.
He fucking loves riding that horse. He loves it. Who wouldn't want to ride that horse?
Look at that fella.
Here we go. This is an important milestone.
Oh, that's a good one. Hold on to that.
Here. Oh wow! I didn't know. Oh wait, no. I think this is a remake. Screw this. Mighty Joe Young.
Oh, jeez. Look at the cover.
Nobody gives a shit about that. Oh, classic cartoons as seen on TV.
Ooh.
This has all the Woody Woodpeckers on there, all the usuals. So there you go. There's some VHS tapes. I successfully did that.
It's too bad we see this is the times when we have those those technical issues where everything just goes down.
It's your fault.
It's all my fault.
You're the technician. I'm just the talent. The raw, unbridled talent.
Yeah, it seems like if I try to open YouTube to read the comments now, it just shuts everything down.
So did people just lose our feed? Or no?
I don't know because I can't even see the comments because if I open the window, it immediately shuts it down.
Maybe
I think
I can go.
No, I think I got it now.
You got it?
I think so.
I want to know if people missed that whole exciting.
No, they saw most of you showing that stuff. That was all good. It was just real quick.
Because it's so exciting.
Yeah.
That was thrilling.
We lost the background, but Simon said that the black background looks better. So we learned something from this mistake.
And that's what's important, isn't it? Is that we learned something.
I like that you have those old VHS tapes with the those are the legit cover ones. I love those covers.
Yeah, and those big thick clamshells.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, I totally forgot about some of them. When my local video store was going out of business, they were selling off their whole inventory cheap. And like a knucklehead, not actually thinking ahead and thinking, oh, hey, I wonder if I'm going to give a crap about VHS tapes, 18 months from now.
Right.
I went and I bought basically all their science fiction and all their fantasy and tons. I just bought a ton of stuff. I bought boxes worth. And then, of course, sure enough, 2 weeks later, nobody cared about VHS anymore.
Right.
And I ended up selling most of them on eBay. But apparently I must have kept.
Yeah, you kept the good ones, especially Secret of Nim.
Yeah, that was actually pretty exciting to find, especially given that we both have watched that recently.
Fire Tiger wants to know what you think about Captain Planet, the movie.
That's a great question, and that's on my short list to revisit it because I haven't seen it since I was young, but I do have it. It's on my Plex server, and I do plan on watching it really soon. It's been so long since I watched it, though. I would, I couldn't give you a good impression because I'd be talking out of my ass, which I do.
You just do it real good, so no one knows.
That's right.
You know what? I was up in my attic yesterday, and I guess my Atari box. Remember when I brought the Atari box on?
Yeah.
My Atari box broke open, and all the tapes fell out down the stairs.
No.
Luckily, they didn't break, but
yeah, one of these days I need to get my 78 start testing all those cassettes, not the cassettes, the cartridges that I have.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if they work anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna play them, but I like the covers. I should probably just like hang them up somewhere. You got way more than I do, but
Yeah, and that's like it's always fun to play retro equipment if you can. But obviously, it's much easier to just get a USB controller and
right.
play them on an emulator. Especially because you can get USB controllers that are modeled after the original controllers.
Right.
Like you can get those Atari sticks now and play it on your PC.
I was gonna say I'd love to get. I used to love, and I would still play it now because there was something about it was what was the bomb game? And you used to have to use Kaboom, and you used to use the paddle, and it drives me nuts because I'd love to play that, but I guess I'd have to buy a USB paddle and put it on and I don't even know if the reaction speed would be the same and everything.
Well, no, you're an old man now, so that lighting change did not work.
Wow, you are on fire.
Is that better? A little bit. Yeah. Oh, Kaboom. Yeah, Kaboom. Favorite. And I remember like when you got good, when you got in the zone, it just felt amazing because you were just it was mindless. Like,
yeah.
I remember like you would just rather than actually focus what was on the TV, you kind of like blurred it out.
Right.
You're not looking for the detail. You're just trying to sense the motion. Like look at the motion.
Yeah. It was awesome. That was what was so great about it.
So you're just sort of like this.
And something about using that paddle because you could go all the way to the end. It didn't matter because once it hit the wall, it would stop. So you could really just zoom back and forth as fast as you wanted on the thing.
Yeah. You know, there weren't too many paddle games either, and that was
there was the
best one I thought.
There was the one where it bounced off the thing and you had to break the different color blocks above and try to knock them all off. That was a great game too, but that's not a good game without the paddle.
Right. Yeah, and they Breakout and variations on it have been remade like dozens of times over the years, under like a billion different names. So there's like a lot of ways to play what is basically Breakout. But I don't think anyone's ever done Kaboom. I mean, I'm sure probably someone has, but I'm not aware of there being a newer Kaboom.
What I need to do is...
Go
ahead.
Interrupt, and then you remember with Kaboom when you had a hard mode, the buckets went from wide to narrow?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I was gonna say this is gonna be my mission now that we're all stuck sitting around. This
you're on a mission and you're wishing.
I'm gonna because I could probably get the old Atari to work, and I'm assuming I can probably get it to get like a hookup for it, right? Like I could probably hook it up to though I know a lot of people say you need a tube TV or it doesn't react properly, but I want to get Atari and just get all the paddle games and just play the paddle games.
Just that.
I mean, it's probably only 7 games, but
yeah, I'm not really sure. You can absolutely be guaranteed that there's somebody who has a particular database of that online. That's actually. Yeah, because I'm just more of a casual retro game fan. But one thing I love about the retro game community is that they are insane with like the level of detail that they've archived on everything.
Yeah,
I got caught up into some channel a month or two ago, and I don't remember what the YouTube channel was. But they're just folks basically talking about new hardware that is for old systems, like ways to get things on your HDTV and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And anyway, it led me to this website, and the website strictly exists to have like the super technical specs of every piece of hardware ever and every variation on this processor and that processor, this sound chip, and like so this game system had 11 different versions of the sound chip, and here's the specs of every different version and how they're different. And it's like, you're all crazy, and I love that you exist.
You're all nuts, and I love you for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that there are people out there who are so obsessive about this stuff.
Yeah.
That they've created, these amazing archives of information.
Yeah, we make fun, but when you need something, it's great because it's always there. Like you know it's going to be there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's it's one of these things where you have equal parts admiration and awe and astonishment that they could be so obsessed about this incredibly niche area.
Yeah.
But you're glad that they are.
Very Little Knowledge said Blueprint on Atari. I don't know if that's like a. I don't know if that's a reference to a game.
That could be.
Like a paddle game? I'm not sure.
I will have to look that up.
This John Luke asked what we think about the new Intellivision Amico that's coming out soon. I don't know if either of us even knew.
The new television Amico?
Intellivision.
Oh. Is that one of the
Yeah, like those little ones they come out with, like the...
Right. That's something I'm interested in checking. Intellivision isn't if I know what the thing coming out is, right, if it's one of the recreations of the original. Intellivision isn't the best to play on emulation because they have that specialized controller.
Right.
And so if it's that and it has like the original style control, especially because Intellivision has a couple of Dungeons and Dragons games that, to the best of my knowledge, haven't been recreated or re-released anywhere else. Or they have, but without the Dungeons and Dragons name, I think, because they lost the license or some crap like that.
Oh, yeah,
but I'd
yeah.
be curious to play those.
The two things that very Little Knowledge said, yeah, it's a game on Atari. The Blueprint. So now I have to put that on my thing of what to collect for paddle games. Blueprint.
Yeah.
And that was another thing, the Intellivision cards. That was something that I was really thinking about trying to collect all of those at some point because they're pretty cool.
Yeah, the format's neat. I think you might. I don't know what the prices are on those, but I think maybe Intellivision might be so that we're past any price spikes for it.
I looked for a good amount of them one time, and people would sell 30 or 40 of them for like $10 or something.
I was gonna say your audio went out for a minute.
Oh, people they seem like they're pretty cheap. I think there's only very specific ones that people look for.
That's good. I remember I was so distraught to find that after the Great Purge, when I got rid of all my vintage systems, especially my beloved Sega systems, the prices went through the roof like a year or so after that. And I got rid of them so cheap. I was looking back through my eBay archives to see what I got for this stuff.
Right.
I had, I think, two Sega Master Systems and two Sega Genesises, and I had a pretty decent collection of games in like the original clamshell cases and all that crap. And man, I sold them for a song. And now to see the individual games are going for like at minimum like $15 a pop. Oh, I wanted to throw myself in traffic.
That just happens though. Like it's so hard to judge. Trying to see here.
I'm gonna put this away while you're thinking.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, Amico will be a brand new system with new games. Very Little Knowledge said.
Oh, all right. That sounds.
Oh, that's
cool.
interesting, actually. Then I am interested in checking that out. That's pretty nuts that they're doing that, actually. And Vincent, you said there's a guy on eBay called Dark Tower Guy who fixes all the Dark Tower towers for the old board game. That's insane. Really? That's just what he does? Dear Lord. It's very specific. It's a very specific talent to have.
Yeah. When I was watching that YouTube channel that I just mentioned, one of the guys, like a couple of these people, had started off doing stuff like that, where they made it a hobby to mod certain systems and stuff like that. And even though it's such a tiny niche field, they ended up quitting their jobs because they were getting so much business doing that stuff. And there's this one guy that basically that's all he does is, I think he builds like adapters so that you can plug the old systems into your HDMI or something like that. And he makes them at home, and he makes a living doing that now, which is crazy.
So specific. You have to hold the fort down for about 30 seconds because I got to take a leak.
This is terrible. I don't know how I'm. Oh well, go ahead, do your thing.
I don't know.
I can't even see people's chat.
I'm gonna see if I can leave you with something. There you go. Someone literally said, "Just ask Eric to play a tune."
I'm just trying to remember the impromptu theme song that you recorded. Is it great? Wait. How did it go? I am the Eric. He is the Tig. We're in the attic. Right? I'd like to crank up the amps and just make a bunch of noise, but it's getting slightly late here, and the missus is probably asleep downstairs, or if not, she will be soon, because like all the rest of you, we are locked up due to quarantines. Of course, I'm locked up here all the time anyway because I work here, but yeah, she's not. She's quarantined together. Quarantined, self-isolation, etc., etc. So, there you go. I don't have anyone to talk to. Tig's gone. And I'm looking at myself on the screen for bothering. I'm going to switch back to Tig's. There we go. Oh, now I'm looking at an empty room. Which is great. Okay, let's see. You know, he's gone, so I can... Oh, no, now he's back. Uh-oh, look, it's the monster. Little beast. So you folks don't know, but the video that Tig posted today, a little 10-minute video of us testing out and all that stuff, was actually an hour-long discussion by us. It was a thoughtful, smart hour-long discussion about what we're all going through right now and how we should handle it and where we're going to go from here and the changes we can expect and all that sort of stuff. And Tig deemed it all unworthy. All unworthy. I was trying to explain that we are in the end times. All right, sit down. You couldn't even be bothered to put on shoes and shit. I'm talking to you while you're in your pajamas.
What? Of course. What do you think? I'm dressed?
Well, I am.
Yeah, well, you're dressed because you're sitting in an attic. You have to be fully dressed, or the mice. You can't be barefoot with the mice attacking your feet and the
I feel
spiders.
Offended by this. That you couldn't even be. At least maybe like slippers or something.
Slippers? I'm not gonna just sit in here with
And maybe a house coat.
I could put a shawl on.
Like a bathrobe.
I should just knit while I'm sitting here. I should use a rocking chair.
You think?
A rocking chair would be sweet.
There was a beautiful wicker rocking chair down the street that someone was getting rid of. And every day when I would be out to take my walk, I would look at it and be like, oh, I need the garbage picked out before it's gone. It was a nice shape, nice wicker rocking chair. Figured it would be perfect for the backyard.
Yeah.
And the day that I finally remembered after seeing it like all week long, it was gone. Yeah.
Somebody else took it, and it's probably covered in virus sweat.
Now it is. Hopefully it was. And so the person who got it from me right now suffering.
Jesus.
And their dog too.
SRVR said the only reason he's wearing pants and they're wearing pants and shoes is because they're watching this.
See? That's respectful. That's good. Like human interaction. It's the way people should treat one another. And then there's you.
I didn't think I had to get dressed up for this. I thought this was supposed to be a casual hangout where everybody, you know, we're being casual. The people watching are being casual. Just.
No one's asking you to dress up. Just not to be a disgusting piece of garbage.
You like that?
They're not even cool pajamas.
I know. I have Beavis and Butthead ones and a bunch of other like the Christmas Story ones, but I thought these were classy.
You did.
I think it has a matching button up, but
No, I have like 4 layers on or something like that. I have my jacket that somebody thought was an old man jacket. I have this flannel.
Yeah,
One
you
of
know, I find it interesting because look at this. Look at all the layers, and he's not even joking because,
I have-
oh my god, what is going on? Jesus Christ.
No, I don't play no games. And then underneath it all,
There you go, blam.
boom,
It's
Mr.
all-
Rogers.
It's all about layering. It's all about layering.
Now I have to relay.
Kevin said socks are feet prisons.
I mean, I don't disagree. I very rarely wear socks. Probably only like a few dozen days out of the year.
Yeah, Eric is a flip flop guy most days of the year, right? You would say.
Yeah, even for the most part during the winter, unless it's really wet out or something, or it's like deadly frigid. However, when you have guests, the polite thing to do is to guest up.
Guest
And tip
up.
from them.
I think it's funny that we always get comments about the fact that they think I think a lot of times people think we dress up for the show to act like it's cold. Because people be like, "Oh, it looks so cold up there. What are you guys? Oh, it must be." And I'm like, "No, it's freaking 18 degrees up here."
It's because they can't believe that 2 morons would be stupid enough to attempt to do some YouTube bullshit and not actually do it right, and instead they really are morons getting in an attic. And yeah, it's
Well, and the fair thing is, a lot of times people ask us about, put a heater up there and stuff, and I've tried to explain that we can't use like a forced air heater because it's too loud.
right.
And the one that we have that's underneath, it's a radiator. The attic's too big. It just radiates heat around the radiator.
Yeah, it's not.
It keeps your legs warm and your feet warm.
Yeah, it's just enough to keep it tolerable
Yeah.
for a little bit. But on the really, really frigid nights, it only does so much. Like
Right.
a couple of those Christmas shows that we've done, the only reason why it was tolerable, at least for me, is because I was intoxicated.
Yeah, you had to drink almost.
Yeah. And when we would get like the groups of people, that one little thing sitting in the middle, it didn't really do much.
Right.
I guess now that wait a second. I suppose I do have a 6-pack sitting here.
Oh, there you
Like,
go.
But no, I mean, I'm on hiatus. Next weekend.
Next weekend you can do it.
Yeah, I believe I have to check the calendar, but I believe next weekend is my like one day where I'm gonna eat like shit and drink.
That's a good idea. I feel like that's a good thing to do. Cause you appreciate
do
it
it.
more.
Yeah, you got to do it occasionally, and that'll be the last cheat day because next month will be the end of my journey.
And then Eric will be down to 118 pounds.
Yeah, that's right. I can't wait. I know I might not look like I'm 118 pounds, but I'm 5'1", so.
Raphael said, I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting the coronavirus. I just want to say that. Raphael said, the thing is, has any of you ever read Gravity's Rainbow?
Nobody has read Gravity's Rainbow.
No?
Actually, is that spelled Rofel?
Rafel.
Oh, okay, no, that's not who I thought it was. Nobody's read Gravity's Rainbow. Even what's his name the author didn't read it.
Oh, really?
Nope.
No.
No, I've not read Gravity's Rainbow, and
You don't have Gravity's Rainbow in your library?
no, I don't think I do. I think I might have it in form, but that was one where I knew, like, it's basically a personal challenge to finish it.
Oh, really?
Are you familiar with Gravity's
No,
Rainbow?
can you explain it?
Nobody can explain.
Well, I
it.
mean, like, what the deal is?
It's basically it's a super thick, obtuse, complicated book having to do with oh, I don't even know how to describe what it has to do with because it has to do with like all sorts of shit. But it's really like convoluted and like difficult to decipher. And a lot of people are basically like, it's like reading Gravity's Rainbow is to the reading world what climbing Mount Everest is for
Really?
the climbing
When did
world.
it come out? In the 80s?
Uh,
Roughly around 70s, 80s, something like that?
I think it was late '80s, early '90s. I
Oh,
think it
okay.
might be like mid to late '80s,
Huh.
somewhere around there. I think. Yeah, I would. I doubted that I would even ever give it an attempt because I know that.
Wow, and you read the Illuminati series or whatever, so it's even nuttier than that.
Oh yeah, it's not even that. Hey, you're just
Yeah,
really
it
really
did
bad.
that thing it does for whatever reason.
It's not even as much that it's nutty. From my because I have read a lot about it
Right.
and not read it. So it's not even as much that it's nutty. It's just that it's all over the map. It's like this sort of fever dream of a book.
Huh.
It's not quite like Finnegan's Wake where it's in a language you can't decipher. It's in clear English. It's just but
Huh.
that's me describing it. You should say what Raffles says.
Yeah, Raffle, you have to. Raffle said he just read read the Portuguese version.
Wow.
He's from Brazil.
And actually finished it too. That's impressive.
It's like a challenge, I guess, because his reference was because we're all stuck inside. It gives you an opportunity to
Yeah.
read this, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's exactly it. Um, you should take actually like at some point just hit their even just the Wikipedia page and read like about the book and all that because I don't think it's going to make you interested in reading it, but it's pretty fascinating.
I'll have to check it out. I feel like it's a now that you keep saying about it, I almost want to read it just because it sounds so bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bootsy keeps texting me asking how he can get in on this, but I don't think I'm capable of doing that.
I mean, can you just on the fly drop him in?
I mean, if I gave him the thing, I guess he could call in and I can try. I don't know
Is he?
I don't know what'll happen.
Is he on Discord?
Yeah, he just doesn't have my R thing.
Otherwise, yeah, have him call in with what do you call it? FaceTime, and then just stick the phone up to the camera. No, but you might accidentally give out his phone number if you do
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to do anything that I don't know, and I don't know how to have him call on, and maybe I'll just let him. I'll just tell him the next time we do it or something. He can just pop on because he's home too, so he has all the time in the world. So
Yeah,
we could
yeah.
just figure that out. I don't want to do it
We
on the
should
fly.
we should figure that out though because that'd be fun to get Bootsy on for really like had Bootsy on as a show thing in a while.
Yeah, I mean, and I know he wants to because he's just sitting around. But it's like I said, I don't know. Do you want me to? I could just try. I mean, if it fails, we'll just end it that way.
Yeah, you know what that works for me because I got other shit that I can that I can go do. See, wire him up and get him in here.
Let me say this could be bad. So
Okay, it could be bad.
let me see what I can do.
Tiggy's looking. Tiggy's looking for Bootsy. He's eating that puppy chow. Tig. There you go.
That was beautiful.
I know.
Um. All right, hold on.
Ah.
You know what it is? I have to find our ID to send him. No, you know what I have to do? I'm gonna make him give me his, and then I'll find him. That's it.
That's the way.
That's the way.
That's the way, Padawan. What is that? Maybe I want to do that. I want to shift. See, I feel like the one side of my face looks ghostly.
Yes, you're very bright.
Let me try to adjust those lights again.
We are attempting to. We're attempting to
bring Bootsy Spankins in.
Looks like I'm frozen. The camera froze.
You're fine here.
Oh, okay, good. I'm just frozen in time.
Should we badmouth some people while we're streaming?
Who would we Tom? Who we can badmouth? Tom?
I feel like Tom gets badmouthed enough. Not that he doesn't deserve it. That he hasn't earned it. That every last bit of badmouthing we've ever done is completely accurate. Not that.
All right, hold on. Let me read some of these off while I'm waiting for Bootsy.
Okay.
He's gonna read. Let's see. John Luke said, Wikipedia fun fact about Gravity's Rainbow. Devo's whip. It was inspired by parts of that book.
Okay, so that says two things. One, I was completely wrong about when it came, but at least in the 70s, if Whip it was about that, and I did not know that.
Kevin wanted to know if Bootsy lived nearby. How fast can he be there? Luckily, he doesn't have to. He could be across the other side of the country. But what were we gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, he's just trying to call in so he can pop in. And very little knowledge said we need to have more of the Transformers Chris on. He is very funny and sexy.
So that must be Transformers Chris's wife, maybe.
Maybe.
Or maybe that's him under a different name.
He could be hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, Bootsy's not that far from us. He's actually near enough so that we get together relatively, like, every now and then. What are you looking at? I feel like he's getting terrible looks on his face.
Oh, because if I try to add him, I feel like it's gonna post his thing or something. Because when I do that, you can see the name. See?
No, I can't see anything.
Oh, it comes up on the feed, so I'm trying to figure this out. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, but we don't get together for the more for like hanging out, not for show purposes. However, he can't. We're all on lockdown. Social distancing, people. Be responsible.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know where Bootsy's been. I mean, we don't know where he's been on a good day. Forget about now. So really, it comes up on the feed when you try to add him?
No, I think I fixed it so it doesn't.
Because I can't actually see our feed. I'm just seeing this Discord thing. Oh, the kids are using these days. Exciting.
It's very exciting.
I'm going to start using something. I don't know if you've heard of it before. Maybe some of the... I make it a little... I guess it's this new thing, and a lot of people are using it. It's like Introgram or Instagram. It's about pictures, I guess. You take pictures, and then you put them onto the internet. It's like a website for pictures.
Right.
And you put the pictures up there, and then people can look at them. So I was thinking about maybe giving that a try, the Instagram, and that might be pretty exciting. You know, you can post little pictures and things. I mean, I think if I had an Instagram, it would be the best because I've got great pictures. People tell me all the time. You've got the best pictures, great pictures, and people are saying that. People are saying that out there that about my pictures, and I think it would be the best Instagram you've ever seen. It would be really transforming the whole internet about pictures and various grams. And one thing that you could do, you would be amazed at this. They have what they call the filters. It's an Instagram filter, and so when you put the picture, you press, and then it makes the Instagram look like it's a Polaroid or from Miami Vice. So you can just take a picture and then trick people and say, I took this picture in 1983 in Miami, but really, you only just took it now. They wouldn't even be able to tell the difference because of the Instagram filters, which is in the Instagram system. It's built in, it's part of the technology that is used. And it's weird, even though it's a web site for pictures, you don't use a camera for it. You actually use your phone. You use your phone. It's like you'll take a snap photograph, not like instead of with a Polaroid or a Canon, which is a kind of camera, not like a gun, but with the Polaroids, you take the picture with the phone instead of making a phone call. Then you can put it right onto the Instagram, and from the Instagram, that's when you make a filter to turn it into like Miami Vice picture, and nobody can tell the difference. This is something that they're working on, and I think it's the future of the internet. And together, if we're all using Instagram together, we can make the internet amazing again. That's something that I feel like our channel should really focus on, is let's make the internet amazing again. I want to get hacked. And maybe if we can figure out what the letters would be, make the internet amazing again. And this would be, what is that? Make the internet, MTI, amazing again. MTIAA. So it's MTIA, something like that. Make the internet amazing again through the Instagram. And if we can do that, finally our show can get the recognition that it deserves, because we are a lot like, who are those nice young men who do the show? The guy who went to the Japanese suicide forest and made a nice video.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, the brothers.
The brothers. We are a lot like them. I feel like we're very similar in what the nature of what we're doing.
Jesus Christ, man. That was amazing. I think we might have to. I think we're gonna have to call this one right there, because I don't think I'm even on screen, and I think I've been frozen the entire time on the actual, like, on YouTube, and it's just anarchy.
That's fine. Now, of course, everyone knows what my third grade teachers felt like.
What is going? Like, we need like an IT guy or something over here, because.
That's right. We should call it for the night anyway. It's getting on to be 11. I need to watch some Herculoids.
Yeah, that's fine. And for the most part.
Did the test sort of go successfully?
Yeah, it did. I actually learned some things. I learned that I can't ever close the window or minimize anything. I can't. I just have to we just start streaming, and it just goes, and that's just how it goes. Like, I can't do anything. We can't add anybody on the fly. We can't touch
don't you have, like,
anything.
Don't you have dual monitors? Can't you have, like,
yeah, but
on one?
That's what's weird. I minimized it on the other monitor, and it went haywire. It somehow connects to both. The good thing is I can have YouTube up. That seems to be working okay, so we can actually answer questions on that. But there's also a Discord. So, I mean, if there's people talking on that right now, I apologize. We weren't ignoring anybody on there. Neither of us can see that. So,
would there be somebody on the Discord? Like, how long ago did you create that?
It's been for a couple years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's good. That's good. How much I know about our channel.
Yeah. I mean, we never use it because it's not like we're gaming or whatever. It just was there. So,
Well, I guess
oh,
it's-
yeah, and I just want to give a shout out to Retro Gaming Junction, because he's the man, and that's who I played the games with a couple times. He's probably the reason I have Discord in any matters because of this.
Gotcha.
He
Oh,
you know,
I'm sorry if they're only just joining us when we're wrapping up.
yeah, we've been on for quite a while actually.
Days.
But this is the
Or-
thing. We're planning on doing this more often, and now that we have it set up, at least we can come on and do it for a certain amount of time and have some stuff and whatever. So we plan on doing this more. We don't have anything else to do.
Well, while we're in quarantine, yeah. Actually, like,
Right.
I got my pressing book stuff mostly, like 90% done today. So there's more time.
Right.
And if my clients keep getting their doors closed by mandated closings, I won't have any work either. So I'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, that seems to. We both have time, and they'll usually be late at night, and because that's when we have the most time. So this will be probably a normal thing. So if we hope everybody had fun hanging with us, and
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to everyone who turned out. It was nice to hear all this. I was
your sound